The farmer had some bad luck in the season. When we had a bit of snow, the cauliflowers stopped growing prematurely.
I'm Chris Turnbull. I run the Gleaning for a community group over in Hythe in Kent. It's called Hythe Environmental Community Group. So at the moment, over near Wingham, we go there most weeks and pick up potatoes from him, which is sorting potatoes which would otherwise go to waste. They're the ones rejected by their machines being too small, cuts on, things like that. And then every now and again we get a field like this of cauliflowers which have been slightly frost damaged, and also there are some here which are too small to be commercially viable, and the farmer will give us a ring and we'll come along and satisfy our local needs in Hythe. We're taking about 30 crates back to them, and also we've got our friends Felix, the Felix organisation up in London, who supply the London food banks, and they brought a van down today to fill up with cauliflowers and take them back there. So there's far more cauliflowers here than we could possibly get rid of, and the farmer doesn't like waste. He's very happy to invite us in. So it all works. Well, I think we're pretty much done. I've loaded my car. David's got about 4 to take, and you've got something to take, and everything else is going in the van. Oh yeah. No, we just keep going and use all these crates. The idea is to fill all of these crates.
I'm Katie. I work for the Felix Project. The Felix Project is a charity that redistributes food that can't be sold, whether that be surplus on farms or suppliers that have excess stock that they'd like to donate. We then redistribute that out to charities in London and schools. The farmer had some bad luck in the season. When we had a bit of snow, the cauliflowers stopped growing prematurely, and although they're just as nutritional and tasty to eat, some of them, the buyers, wouldn't sort of accept this type of standard if it's slightly too small. But we're able to come in here and glean and save them from going to waste.
So by buyers, would you mean like the common supermarkets?
Sometimes it's supermarkets, sometimes it's sort of the hospitality industry, various buyers around. They sometimes have a set specification that they would need to follow. Today, with the help of Chris at Hythe Community Group and Steve at Deal With It and the rest of the volunteers, we've gleaned around 600 kilos, which will go back to London, and a lot of them will also be redistributed here to the community in Kent. It's looking very full.
Yeah. So what's that going to be, like 40, 45?
45, yeah. Maybe 50.
Wow.
In this last year, with the pandemic, we've had to stop a load of activities, but Gleaning was one that we could carry on with, and as the number of people who were actually in food poverty, stuck at home isolating, and not able to go out shopping and in need of food parcels and things has grown. Gleaning really has taken off, and so we go out pretty much every week. Through last year we did cherries, plums, green gages, apples, pears, squashes, the whole lot. It's a cute one.
Huh.
We're delivering to the COVID hubs, Age UK, the schools. Now got about sort of 7 or 8 schools where they're doing food parcels for some of their needy parents. Kent Refugee Network, women's shelter, and with COVID, a number of commercial cooking facilities have turned their hand to actually providing food for those in need. So we deliver to them as well. So it's been a pretty full-on year going out gleaning every week. And last year we shifted about 35 tonnes of produce which otherwise would have gone to waste. And that feels good. And this year we'll step up more. The sort of future is do it local, glean local for your own community, which is great and very satisfying.
Yeah.
But also communicate in a network, so that if there are too much of the produce for you to use, you're actually using the fact that you know about it and nobody else does, to pull in other groups.
Yeah.
And to distribute as well as pick.
Right.